Lightfall is fast approaching, and with a new raid on the horizon, you guys will want a DPS option that is versatile for a whole host of encounters. Destiny boss encounters vary in their length of time, ranging from burst DPS encounters like Atrax all the way to a sustained DPS boss phase like Percy's. So you want a weapon that not only has huge burst DPS potential, but also has the capability of maintaining damage across long periods of time. Well, with the changes announced to various archetypes of weapons, linear fusion rifles in my eyes are going to be dethroned as the kings of DPS. Instead, I think with the new changes, there is going to be a clear new winner in my eyes, and that's going to be Grand Overture. Grand Overture not only has the best burst DPS thanks to its exotic perk, which lets you fire a massive volley of 20 missiles in under 2 seconds, but it also has the best total damage as well. Linear fusion rifles are receiving a whopping 15% damage nerf against bosses. This means your favorite DPS options like Reed's Regret, Storm Chaser, Fire and Forget, Taipan are all getting a nerf. Not only that, but Vice Stinger is also getting a nerf, so that it no longer provides a full magazine refill but only 25%. That's a huge nerf to all the Vice linear users out there. Machine guns, on the other hand, are receiving a huge buff not only to damage but also to ammo reserves. Machine guns are going to get a 10% damage boost and will receive a 20 to 50% reserve ammo boost as well. Now, Grand Overture will receive this 10% damage buff, but we already know from a recent Destiny Firing Line podcast that it's not going to receive much of an ammo buff because it kind of functions differently to other machine guns. If you guys didn't know, the volley for Grand Overture recently got buffed by a massive 50%, and that's why a ton of players are already calling it the burst DPS king, even more so than something like a Lament. So Grand Overture fires a volley of 20 missiles in roughly 1.3 seconds. And in those 1.3 seconds, no other weapon comes close to the burst DPS Grand Overture provides. You can set it up so you can go straight into firing your next 20 regular shots straight after the volley. And then after those 20 shots, fire another volley of 20 shots. This 20 volley, 20 shots, 20 volley combo takes roughly 14 seconds. And in those 14 seconds, no other weapon competes for DPS when you factor in the changes coming into Lightfall. Not even something like Izanagi and Rocket Launcher with Explosive Light. A 14-second damage phase encompasses a ton of bosses in Destiny, and especially in raids. Now, a lot of this does depend on you preloading those 20 shots so you have a volley ready at the start of a DPS phase. What a lot of people don't know is that you can actually do this on an immune boss as well. You don't specifically need to charge up that 20 volley on ads before a DPS phase. We're just going to have to see how easy it is to preload these missiles in a day one encounter in Lightfall. If the ammo economy is pretty tight, then also it's going to be difficult as well. But an Aeon's Gauntlet should be able to overcome that difficulty, just hopefully the ads are easily finishable. If the DPS phase does last longer than 14 seconds, then a lot of the other options start to become more competitive, especially Izanagi and Rocket, but it actually takes a lot more skill and precision to pull off an Izanagi Rocket combination. Grand Overture is just so brain dead easy. The volleys actually track and the missiles actually hit for something like 50 to 75 meters away, practically sniper range. So in my eyes, it's a much easier DPS option to pull off. Also, nowadays, Bungie's design philosophy is moving away from the simple stand in a solitary place and shoot for 30 seconds. Think Rolk, for example, a relatively short damage phase with tons of movement. So that again favors Grand Overture, which is really easy to pull off. If the DPS phase lasts for really long, i.e. for more than sort of 40 seconds, then also Grand Overture becomes the clear winner because it just has the highest total damage. This thing is also a great ad clear weapon as well. The volley can help you out in so many situations and it doesn't blow you up. It's so versatile, and the only downside of the gun for me is if you can't preload the volley because of either A, tight ammo economy, or B, it's too dangerous to try and preload 20 shots in the phase before the DPS. So what are you waiting for? Dust off your Grand Overtures from your vaults and start practicing with it, and get ready to use this in Lightfall. It absolutely obliterates everything. I don't usually do PvE DPS videos, so if you liked what I talked about today, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this come Lightfall. I'm Mr. Ronit, and that's it for today. Peace out, guys.